Let me ask you a question. Have you ever felt a weight in your life that you couldn't quite identify? A heaviness in your heart, your mind, your spirit, something that holds you back, drains your energy, and keeps you from becoming the person you know you're meant to be. Now, here's the hard truth sometimes, that weight isn't your circumstances, your job, or even your own struggles. Sometimes it's a person, someone close to you, someone who's not just difficult or flawed, because we all are, but someone whose presence in your life is harmful. Today we're here to shine a light on the darkness, to uncover the signs that you may have an evil person in your life. And when I say evil, I don't mean in some dramatic Hollywood sense. No, I'm talking about a kind of evil that's far more subtle, far more dangerous. It's the kind of evil that manipulates, exploits, and poisons from the inside out. You see, the people we allow into our lives shape us. They influence how we think, how we feel, and even how we see ourselves. That's why it's so critical to recognize when someone isn't just challenging you, but is actively working against your peace, your growth, your happiness. Because here's the thing, your life is a garden. You can't afford to let weeds choke out your flowers. You deserve to live in an environment of positivity, support, and love, not one where toxicity thrives. So today, let's talk about how to spot those weeds and what to do when you find them. Because once you learn to protect your peace, there's no limit to how much you can grow. 1. They thrive on manipulation. The first sign is manipulation. Evil people are master manipulators. They know how to twist words, distort facts, and play on your emotions to get what they want. They'll make you feel guilty for things you didn't do and responsible for problems you didn't create. And let me tell you, their tactics are so subtle, you might not even realize you're being manipulated until it's too late. Here's the thing, a manipulative person doesn't care about fairness or truth. They care about control. They care about getting their way no matter the cost to you. So if you find yourself constantly second-guessing your decisions or questioning your own judgment, take a step back. Ask yourself, am I being manipulated? 2, they lack empathy. Number 2, they lack empathy. Empathy is what makes us human. It's our ability to understand and share the feelings of others. But an evil person, they don't have that. They're indifferent to your pain, your struggles, your joy. In fact, they might even take pleasure in your suffering. Have you ever noticed someone dismiss your feelings or belittle your experiences? Do they seem cold, detached, or indifferent when you're going through something tough? That's a red flag, my friends. Someone who lacks empathy isn't just unkind, they're dangerous. 3, they are pathological liars. Here's sign number 3, they lie habitually, effortlessly, and without remorse. And I'm not talking about the little white lies we all tell from time to time. I'm talking about big, deliberate, and destructive lies. Lies designed to mislead, deceive, and harm. An evil person uses lies to cover their tracks, to shift blame, and to paint themselves in a better light. And the scariest part? They're so convincing, you might believe them even when the truth is staring you in the face. Remember this, trust is the foundation of any healthy relationship. If someone consistently breaks that trust, it's a sign you need to reevaluate their place in your life. 4, they enjoy creating conflict. Number 4, they love conflict. While most of us strive for peace and harmony, an evil person thrives on chaos. They'll stir the pot, pit people against each other, and create drama just for the sake of it. Why? Because conflict gives them power. It makes them feel important, like they're the center of everyone's attention. Take a moment to reflect. Is there someone in your life who always seems to be at the center of arguments, misunderstandings, or disagreements? Someone who seems to feed off the tension they create? That's not just a personality quirk, that's a warning sign. 5, they exploit your weaknesses. Let's talk about sign number 5, exploitation. Evil people are like predators. They study you, learn your vulnerabilities, and then use them against you. Are you a generous person? They'll take advantage of your kindness. Are you a people pleaser? They'll guilt you into doing things you don't want to do. Here's the lesson: know your boundaries and guard them fiercely. Because the moment you let someone exploit your weaknesses, you give them power over you. And trust me, an evil person won't hesitate to use that power for their own gain. 6. They are relentlessly negative. Number 6, they radiate negativity. Spend enough time around an evil person and you'll start to notice something. They drain you. Their words, their actions, their very presence, it all feels heavy, toxic, and exhausting. They complain constantly, criticize everyone and everything, and see the worst in every situation. Negativity is contagious. If you're not careful, it can seep into your own mindset, your own outlook on life. That's why it's so important to protect your energy. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, not those who drag you down. 7. They refuse accountability. An evil person operates from a place of manipulation where taking responsibility is seen as a weakness rather than a strength. They will shift blame onto anyone and everyone around them to avoid the discomfort of acknowledging their own faults. Excuses become second nature, and pointing fingers becomes a weapon they wield to deflect attention from the truth. By playing the victim, they create confusion and distortion, making it difficult for others to hold them accountable. Accountability, however, is the cornerstone of integrity. It's the foundation upon which trust is built and personal growth flourishes. Without accountability, relationships crumble and progress is halted. When someone consistently refuses to take ownership of their actions, they reveal their inability to contribute meaningfully to a healthy reciprocal connection. Integrity is about more than just doing what's right. It's about understanding the impact of your choices and being willing to face the consequences, even when they're uncomfortable. If you find yourself in a relationship or situation where someone perpetually avoids accountability, it's essential to recognize this as a red flag. 8. They lack genuine support. Finally, let's talk about sign number 8. They don't genuinely support you. Now, this one's subtle but powerful. These individuals might wear a convincing mask. They might smile, nod, and say all the right things when you share your dreams or accomplishments. But when it matters, when you truly need them, they're nowhere to be found. They're the ones who ghost you during tough times, brush off your aspirations as unrealistic, or worse, secretly root against you. Support isn't just about words, it's about action. True friends, true partners, true eyes, they don't just talk the talk, they walk the walk. They celebrate your wins like they're their own. They hold you up when you're down, and they push you forward when you feel stuck. There's no envy, no competition, just genuine pride in your success and unwavering belief in your potential. But if someone in your life is quick to disappear when things get hard or subtly undermines your ambitions, it's a sign they're not in your corner. It's time to stop making excuses for their behavior and ask yourself why you're holding on to a relationship that chips away at your confidence and peace. Life is too short for one-sided connections. Surround yourself with people who lift you higher, not those who hold you back. Life, my friends, is a precious, fleeting gift, a series of moments that we can't get back, no matter how hard we try. Every sunrise is a new opportunity, every breath a reminder that we're alive, and every choice we make shapes the story we'll tell at the end of our journey. So let me ask you this: why would you waste even a single moment of this extraordinary gift on people who don't have your best interests at heart? Now, I'm not saying this lightly. Letting go of someone, especially someone who's been a significant part of your life, is one of the hardest decisions you'll ever have to make. It cuts deep, doesn't it? Because memories are tied to people, and emotions don't just switch off like a light. But let me tell you something, sometimes the hardest choices are the ones that set us free. Here's the thing about evil. It's not always loud or obvious. It doesn't always show up wearing a villain's mask, announcing its arrival with dramatic flair. No, evil is often subtle. It sneaks in like a thief in the night, little by little, until one day you wake up and realize it's been stealing your joy, your peace, your sense of self. And that's the most dangerous kind of evil, the kind you don't see coming. It might look like manipulation disguised as concern. It might sound like criticism dressed up as honesty. It might feel like control masquerading as love. And if you're not careful, if you're not paying attention, it can root itself so deeply in your life that it becomes hard to tell where you end and the toxicity begins. But here's the good news: you have the power to do something about it. You don't have to sit back and let it happen. You don't have to accept the lies, the manipulation, the harm. The moment you recognize the signs, the moment you see it for what it is, you've already taken the first step toward reclaiming your life. Because, my friends, your time is valuable. Your energy is valuable. Your life is valuable. And the people you allow into your inner circle should reflect that value. They should uplift you, inspire, and make you feel like the best version of yourself, not drag you down, fill you with doubt, or make you question your worth. Now, I'm not saying this will be easy. When you care about someone, when you've invested your time, your love, your trust, walking away feels like tearing out a piece of your own soul. But let me tell you something. Staying in a relationship that chips away at your peace and happiness is far more damaging in the long run. It's like holding onto a rope that's burning your hands. The longer you hold on, the deeper the burns. But when you let go, when you finally decide that enough is enough, you give yourself the chance to heal. And healing, my friends, is worth the pain of letting go. Letting go isn't an act of hatred or revenge, it's an act of self-love. It's about saying, I deserve better. I deserve peace, respect, and happiness. And let me tell you, that's not too much to ask. That's your birthright. You see, life is too short for chaos. It's too precious for drama. It's too beautiful to be spent entangled with people who bring out the worst in you. When you take a stand, when you choose peace over chaos, love over fear, and truth over deception, you create space for something extraordinary. You create space for the kind of people who see your worth, who respect your boundaries, and who love you for who you are, not for what you can give them or how they can control you. You create space for growth, for joy, for a life that's fulfilling and meaningful. And here's the most important part. When you choose yourself, you teach others how to treat you. You set a standard. You say, this is what I will accept, and this is what I won't. And the people who are meant to be in your life will rise to meet that standard. The rest will fall away, and that's okay. Because at the end of the day, your peace is priceless. It's the foundation of everything else, your relationships, your success, your happiness. Without it, you're fighting battles you were never meant to fight. But with it, you can build a life that's full of love, purpose, and joy. So let me leave you with this. Don't let anyone steal your peace. Don't let anyone make you feel small, unworthy, or invisible. Stand tall. Set your boundaries. Choose yourself. Because when you do, you're not just letting go of the wrong people, you're making room for the right ones. You're stepping into a future that's brighter, more beautiful, and more fulfilling than you can imagine. And that, my friends, is where the magic happens. Thank you.